Um. I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. Um. Uh. All right. I think that's good enough. I think it's good enough. Dream, just a dream. Oh, yes, here we go. That was the wrong tab. Oh, I forgot to open that. Oh, I gotta watch that later. I gotta watch that later. Um. Sometimes my brain turns off. Um. All right, here we go. I don't even know how to. I don't know how to figure this out. Let me see. If I go public and if I go there fast enough, will it show me what I'm looking for? Will it show me what I'm looking for? If I click on this video, I'm almost positive Lord Racer was first. No. I'm wrong. I think it was Kim North. I'm not 100%. I think it was Kim North. Rob's neighbor, the artist formerly known as Specialty Automotive. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, hey, let me go back to the correct chat. What's up, everybody? Adam's in the house. Jane, Lord Racer. All my love to all of my love. All of my love. Yes, all of my love to Saginaw, Miami. Top line, what's going on? Oh my gosh, I knew the machines were gonna push the envelope, but I don't know why I said envelope. I've never said envelope in my life. I think it's kind of like the Pirates of the Caribbean thing. Like if somebody gives me a piece of paper and they say read this, and I've told you guys this before, I will say Caribbean. If I see it on a piece of paper, I will read out loud Caribbean. But if it's the movie, I say Pirates of the Caribbean because I feel like it's a better cadence. Pirates of the Caribbean sounds crazy. That's like saying Toy Story instead of Toy Story. I don't know if that was a good example. And like I always say envelope, but I feel like when you hear the phrase I feel like it's fitting with push the envelope, push the envelope. I think, yeah, it sounds weird when you say envelope. Okay, Kim North was first. Thank you for your honesty, Adam. Hey, Jessica, what's going on? Lil Cupcakes, BMF, William Alvarez. What's up, man? I am indeed live. This is not pre-recorded, not this time. All right, there you go. Kim North was first to turn the lights on. Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if you would like the video. Nobody's going to get upset about that. You'll do nothing. That's my best Conor McGregor impression. You'll do nothing. That's how close I get. Chewy MMA. Anyone know if UFC White House got canceled? Why would it get canceled? Because first of all, they started with 20 title fights, and then they went to 10 title fights, and then it was like maybe 6 or 7 title fights, and now hopefully maybe they'll have like a BMF title fight. Is that why? Who knows, man? I'm telling you. It's all been a distraction, bro. It's all one big distraction, and they think we're stupid. This whole thing at the White House. It's all been one long distraction for us to forget what the UFC did to Armin Tsarukyan. That's all it is. That's all it is. And Armin Tsarukyan is out there making the rounds and doing his thing, and it's backfiring on the UFC. And Armin Tsarukyan is so likable. Armin Tsarukyan is so likable that he's making people like Jake Paul now. Armin Tsarukyan is so likable, it's through just osmosis he's making Jake Paul likable. I just left a killer episode of H3 to be here because I love this dojo too much. Jane Caulfield. I think I'm going to leave the stream to go watch the H3 episode now. You know, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart about the H3. Because, like, I tried to watch an episode like a week ago. And it's like I came in on season 7. Like, I don't know any of these cast members. Like, they killed off, I don't know, man. Like, I couldn't stand Olivia, so I don't care. But, like, no, I don't know why I said it that way, that they killed off cast members. It's not that. It's just, like, I feel like too many people are being added. It's like, why are we doing this, man? I don't know, man. Ian's gone. Then they add all these other freaks. I don't know what's going. It's like Freaks and Geeks reimagined. Freaks and Geeks was a fantastic show, though. I appreciate it, though, Jane. Apparently, the White House event will be dry. Tapuera versus Dustin round 1 knockout is going to be a joke. Has that been? Am I out of the loop? Because I know I've seen clips of Dana White saying, we got to figure that out. We did it, boys. Like, we got to line up. But I haven't heard who that is. Does anybody know what that lineup is? Please let me know if you have. And did anybody hear that Tomas Aspinall was faking it? He got LASIK surgery. Now, I know some people were saying leave him alone. That's part of what happened to him. When you have the things that he has when you get the brown eye, when you get the brown eye syndrome, from being up your own too far, from liking the smell of your own pedos, that's what follows. You do whatever, you take care of whatever you need to, and then after that, to finish it off, is the LASIK, which I don't know. People are making fun of this one doctor, this Asian doctor, and saying that he's a fake and all that, saying that he's been, practicing medicine or whatever, however you call it, for 24 years. And they're like, bro, you look like you're 22. What are you talking about? Some people were going so far as to say that this Asian doctor was AI generated. I mean, look, I'm not trying to be insensitive, man. But, like, let's just say, like, for the sake of argument, let's just say that Tomas Aspinall is a dirty, rotten liar, right? And he's just trying to save face. And, bro, you have to admire the commitment. The commitment, man. This dude is willing to go to the depths. You know what I was thinking of this morning? Imagine that Tomas Aspinall has just, like, such a like me complex. Like, he's just so, because that's the sentiment in the comments, that everyone's like, this dude's trying way too hard to get people to like him again. He's trying way too hard to prove himself to the people, where now it's getting to the point where he's just, like, putting his own health in jeopardy, and he's just maxing out. He's tapping out his whole copay. And I was thinking this morning, wouldn't it be... This would be like something from a movie, though. This would be like a Simpsons episode. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Tomas Aspinall... I know some people are going to think this is insensitive. because they're like, bro, he actually is hurt. But just bear with me. Wouldn't it be like in an alternate universe, if you like Tomas Aspinall so much that you can't even get on this journey with me, pretend it's an alternate universe. Imagine that there was a timeline in which Tomas Aspinall was so desperate to get back in the good graces of his fans that he took out both his eyeballs and he got 2 fake ones like Bisping. He's like, I'm telling you guys. And like it was never even, but not even just one. Like he did both of them, bro. He did both of them. He went full Botticelli, bro. I was thinking that when I woke up and I was like half asleep and I was just laughing hysterically and I fell back asleep. But I thought, like, what lengths will he go to? It's crazy, man. It's not looking good. And then when he's flexing his pink eye and showing the photos, it's like, bro, I've had pink eye like that. Bro, you don't wash your blanket often enough, all of our eyes are going to look like that, man. I've been there. But then that doctor was saying, that's typical. That's what it looks like when you get LASIK. I don't know, man. Apparently, it's rumored that Islam will fight Gary. Makes more sense than fighting a half-dead Usman. If that happens, I will be surprised, though. Because I said it before. It seems like nobody likes Ali Abdelaziz. Which always makes me wonder, what kind of dirt does he have on the UFC? Like, what did he walk into? What was accidentally airdropped to him? Because I always wonder, he's got some kind of pull to get as far as he does and get away with the things that he does. Because nobody even likes him. So it has to be something like that. So I was thinking, bro, this dude's going to get Gaethje fighting Tapuera. He's having Makhachev say no to Tapuera because he wants to fight a true welterweight. He's pushing for Usman and Makhachev fighting so they could get the big money. You know what would be masterful of man, every time I try to say Ali Abdelaziz's name and it just comes out flawlessly, you don't see it. But like underneath the beanie, I'm like, wow, I'm good. Like every time I actually say his name correctly and it rolls out smoothly, I'm like proud of myself. And then every once in a while, I rim it. It's hard to say that fool's name. Ali Abdelaziz. Say that name one time fast. So what would actually be masterful of Ali Abdelaziz, and I just thought of this right now on the spot. Let's say it is Gary. And let's say they know that Makhachev's going to walk right through Gary. I mean, Gary couldn't even get past Shavkat. Let's say that Ali Abdelaziz is like, you know what? Because at least in certain people's eyes, that's a good matchup. Or a bad matchup for Makhachev, depending on how you look at it. Or for Gary. But there might be enough people, because there's those names, right? Gary, Shavkat, once upon a time, I guess. Prates, Morales. There's certain names up there that if and when Makhachev beats him, it's like, oh, snap. That's another good notch on the belt right there. Now, I'm not gonna be a poser. I'm not gonna front, all right? You could do some homework and find out what I've said in the past. I was riding with Sean Brady for the longest, you know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got a girlfriend. I don't know what's going on. But right now, at least, let's say Makhachev beats someone like Sean Brady. It's like, who cares, obviously. But if and when he beats someone like Morales, Gary, then it's like nobody's surprised. However, that looks good on his resume. So what I'm saying would be masterful of Ali Abdelaziz. I struggled on that one. What would be masterful is if he is like, you know what? I'll buy the plane ticket. Send him to Georgia. Go ahead. Send him over there. Let him do his cute little thing and learn some moves. And so he goes over there, and then it'll look even better. it'll look even better. Because look, you have to assume that Ali Abdelaziz is assuming that Tapoeira is going to be Gaethje, right? It's like, okay, fine, I'll take the paycheck. Gaethje's fighting one more time. Whatever. It's a title fight. I get a last paycheck. You have to assume that Ali Abdelaziz believes that Tapoeira is going to win. So he's already thinking it's a good storyline. Send Gary. I'll buy his plane ticket. Sends Gary to Georgia. And Gary was talking about it, how he's going to train with Tapoeira. They've already been in communication. So they got that thing going on. They got the Rocky and Apollo Creed storyline going, like they're homies, right? So you got Gary and Tapoeira, they're homies. Just like, unfortunately, like Volkanovski and Craig Jones. So you got Tapoeira and Gary training. Makhachev almost face cranks Gary's dome off in round 1. So now Makhachev looks even better, even bigger and better. And now the beef and the fire is even more fueled with Tapoeira because he was riding with Gary. He was training with Gary. And Makhachev's like, that's all you got. Now it builds up that fight bigger. And whether that fight happens first or the next one, now you have, like Ali Abdelaziz's wishes, now you have, because please remember, you got to keep up. You have to keep up. The rankings don't matter. They do not matter. Contenders don't matter. Contenders become contenders when the people up at the top pulling the strings decide that they are contenders. Look at Cyril Gane. What's he going to have? 3, 4, 5, 6 title fights just back to back to back after he's just like sending everyone out of commission constantly? The wood chipper? They don't care. Diego Lopez getting his rematch, Sean O'Malley getting his rematch, they don't care. So after Makhachev beats Gary, you got that beef and the fire to new heights with Tapoeira because he was training him, but you also got Usman. Now Makhachev won another fight, has another good notch on his belt after having beaten Gary. Now he gets Usman. Now that's a bigger payday for Ali Abdelaziz. It's a bigger fight for Makhachev and Usman if Makhachev has already beat Gary. Now he got stat under his belt. And who knows, maybe in the meantime, they'll have Usman fight Shavkat, 2 dudes with no knees. Imagine, 1 fight, 2 dudes, 0 knees. That's crazy. That's a White House fight. You got to have something different like that. But it might be Usman and Prates. Who knows? Usman and Morales will be exciting. Usman really learned how to throw those hands toward the end. That could be very exciting. It's just, at first I was annoyed and surprised to see. And first, by the way, we have to consider the fact that this is all artificially created by Gary. He could be like on a manifest kind of trajectory, like, I'm going to go to Georgia, I'm going to put all this out there, I'm going to put it on social media, and it's just going to come to fruition. Maybe this ain't even happening. But, I was annoyed and surprised when I saw that because I thought, I mean, I just don't like Gary. I know just as many people, if not more, would be even more annoyed if they gave it to Usman. I just don't like Gary. I just don't like that dude. ARJR is in the house. The White House event should be canceled, in my opinion. It's a joke. I don't know why fighters are rushing toward it. Sounds like Hunger Games. That's what we want, bro.
My flow goes deep like the ocean.
I love it, bro.
Hard, got the lotion.
I mean, I understand there's Puritans out there. I get it.
On this green tea potion.
And it's not political. I think a lot of people are upset about it because they think it's political. I want to see them fight at the White House. I want to see them fight on Epstein Island, which some people might think is still political. I want to see them fight I want to see them fight at Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, but like, don't rip us off this time. Actually, remember when Fight Island was on the horizon and it hadn't happened yet and we were talking about it. I remember being so excited. I thought those dudes were going to be out there like holding a stick with like fire at the end of it, and they were going to be like in these little loincloths and stuff. Not that I need to see dudes in loincloths, but it's like kickboxer style. It's kind of a whole, it's an atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, just to put it out there, I don't want to just see dudes in loincloths, right? Like, I don't want to turn around right now and there's a bunch of dudes standing behind me. I don't want to turn around right now and there's a bunch of dudes standing behind me in loincloths. What I do want to see is, if the dudes are in loincloths, I want to see them like on an island or like a jungle type setting. I want to see some animals that do not look domesticated running to and fro in the background. I want to see them holding sticks with fire on them. I want to see people in the background like with actual paper money, like not just like on a betting site, like with paper money, betting on the fights. I want to see some kind of illegal activity. Like it needs to be like blood sport. You know, knock, sue, cow. I need some, like, something's on the line. So there's some life or death kind of situation on the line that not even everybody in the room knows about. That's what I thought Fight Island was gonna be like. So that's what the White House event is to me. You know, I think some people are looking, and look, I don't mean anything by this. I'm not trying to say one way, but what I think a lot of people's problem with the White House event is they're thinking of it like people were thinking of like the Turning Point show during the halftime show. I think that's the problem. A lot of people are like, that's what it is, and I won't support that. And it's like, bro, it's fighting, dude. It's fighting. Let's say I'm the most staunch Republican ever, right? I'll watch a fight if it's in Obama's backyard, because there's fighting. That's what it's about. It's not political. It's probably important to say this. Let's say it is political, because behind the scenes, maybe it is. It's not political to me. I don't let them in my beanie. I don't care. Let's say it is political. To me, it's like, oh, cool guys. I don't care. I'm just here to watch people bash each other's brains in. That's it. I'm not gonna read the brochure while I'm here, and I'm not gonna do the thing. I'm just here to watch the fights. So it's like, as long as people just approach it that way, you're good. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, I think he has to be. I think he has to be Kim North. I apologize. I have to send something real quick. Shoot, how do I even do this? I don't know how to do that. ARJR. I looked it up. The last time we talked about it, neither way is wrong. It depends on how you're referring to it. Like amen and amen. What the heck were we talking about? I looked it up the last time we talked about it. Neither way is wrong. It depends on how you're referring to it. Or are we talking about Caribbean and Caribbean? Or are we talking about envelopes? That's hilarious. That's funny. Oh, like I said amen and amen. Like amen and amen. It's the same, right? Dana said after Zuffa boxing that they have the structure of the White House card, meaning probably the number of fights settled, and now they're waiting for fighter matchups. Oh, so they don't even... Man, I'm telling you, these clip channels get me, bro. They're acting like they had every single little thing worked out already. Beto! The Tio Beto, what's up, man? What's up, man? Somebody just left me a comment. Are they talking papas or what? Sometimes somebody tries to say something nice, and it's like, did you say that out loud first, bro, to yourself? Backhanded compliment, bro. I'll respond to him right now. Matthew, what's up, Matthew? Dagger BC, why are the sandals? They're not pinned, bro. These are my nunchanclas. They're ready to go. Look, I like the angle that they're resting at right now, but they're ready to go anytime I need them. They're just a little grab away, bro. Ready to be utilized when necessary. What's up, defense? No más penal. Dang, Jane Caulfield. Dang, Jane Caulfield woke up on the wrong side of the igloo. She's coming after me. She's coming after me.
Stop the fight!
That's a rumor. It came from one troll on Reddit. Follow the facts, GM. You can't believe what you read. This is just like you constantly perpetuating and spreading that propaganda about, what's that fool's name? Darab Mishwalashvili saying that the Russians can't fight at the White House. Dang, bro. Yeah, it's permanent eye damage, so it would make sense that you correct the vision afterward. Okay, I mean, there's that. There is that. Tomas Aspinall was playing with some football, with the football, whilst he didn't realize they were recording. No way. Oh, that's why Jane's mad at me, because I was talking about Aspinall. I mean, look, what do I do on this channel? Primarily, first and foremost, I am a truth seeker, right? And when I was studying all the goings on with the Tomas Aspinall situation, what I was seeing right off the bat, I mean, look, well, you could watch the video. You guys could watch the video. But as soon as they poke, I can't see. No, I can't see. Yeah, hey, fool. I can't see. They poked my eye. Oh, but I can't see. Like, I was referring to it, and the thing, I was slowing it down. I was pointing it out. He was saying, I can't see. And he was acting like he couldn't grab the thing. And then he'd look at his corner. Hey, yeah, they got me in the eyes, fool. Did you see that? That's crazy. Oh, wait, I can't see. And then he'd look up at the Titantron, and he'd see himself. Like, am I grimacing? Am I saddling it? And then he would like, oh. And then when he's talking to Joe Rogan, he's like, I can't see. Look, check out the Titantron. I was like, bro, you need some, like, what is it called when you have like a press person and they tell you when to shut up or something like that? And then he goes to the doctor, and the doctor's like, how many fingers? Like, before the dude even finishes his sentence, 4. How many? 2. What the heck? And then he sees Virna John the Robot coming across the room, and he's like, hey, what's up? And then in the next second, oh, I can't see. And then he's texting, he's watching videos. And the way his eyes were following people at the hospital, he's just like looking around. It wasn't like a Stevie Wonder kind of like, you could see, you know, like when eyes track. He was tracking like when people were walking around and stuff. I didn't see him out there catching footballs, man. That's crazy. Dang. You're right, Jane. What's up, GM? I know I'm not the only person watching you from work. Heck yeah, Mona Kenny. You know what? I wonder that often. I struggle with that, man, because I try to be a good dude when I'm at home, and I try to be available, and I try to be around and stuff like that. But whatchamacallit? A lot of the time when it's the best time for me to stream, I'm like, there's gotta be people at work right now. Like, how are people not at work at 2 p.m. on a Monday, man? So I know that's tough, man. But I'm glad you're watching at work. Liam Neeson, what's up? Wait, they were smuggling potatoes. What the heck? Do you think Ali has Epstein videos on Dana White? But I was thinking it's got to be something like that, bro. He's got some, like, information on Dana and, like, De La Hoya or something. I don't know. That's probably why Dana's always so, like, the kind of vitriol that Dana has toward De La Hoya. It's almost like, you know how it's like a crime of passion type hatred, you know? You know how like when they see one of those and somebody got stabbed like 75 times and they're like, this has to be an ex-lover scorned or something like that. You don't just do that because someone, you know, looked at you sideways. Dang. Dang. I mean, was that even a possibility with GSP? I mean, he was in a different weight division. Khabib was still coming up in the ranks. He was doing his own thing. There's no way a GSP was gonna fight a Khabib on his first 2 or 3 fights. He's gonna be like, who's that fool? Because GSP was the man at that time. So he's like, I ain't gonna fight this dude. Uh-oh. It skipped on me. Uh-oh. I don't know, bro. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't like the idea of the White House event. I don't know. And this isn't like a rhetorical, like, I'm just gonna say this in frustration. I really don't know how somebody could be a fan of fighting and be against a spectacle like that. Fighting by its nature, fighting by default is a spectacle. So you want to add more to the spectacle. Like, you know, it's kind of old already, you know, dudes fighting in Las Vegas. Like, who cares? They fight there all the time. Dudes fighting in Las Vegas at this point, fighting at the MGM or whatever. Fighting in Las Vegas at this point is like fighting at the Apex. It's like, all right, bro, it's played out. But you know where I would watch them fighting in Vegas? If they did it like in a hot air balloon. I want to watch that. You know what makes me sick? When people are like, oh, I don't want to see that. What a freak show. I don't want to see him fight in a hot air balloon. Bro, by its very nature, it's a spectacle. Let them spread their wings, bro. I like it. Yeah, for real, Jessica. It's crazy. I want to see him fight at the White House. I want to see him fight in a public library. I want to see him fight at Chick-fil-A. I want to see him fight everywhere. I want to see him fight in the shower, in the bedroom. They're fighting all night long on the kitchen floor. Fight them how you like it. You can fight them anywhere. I mean, I want to see him fight everywhere, bro. We can fight them anywhere on the South Lawn. Max Bluestein, thank you. Self-inflicted, bro.
Family. Cause I got Max Bluestein with me.
Thank you for supporting the channel. People are still trying to politically divide us, especially us MMA fans. I wouldn't give up. Who's in office? I would want to see. I'm telling you, bro. I'd watch it. I don't care if it was Hillary Clinton, bro. I'd watch it. It's not political. Think of the White House version of UFC Noche. Only whitey's at the hockey house. Talking Papas. That should be the name. I should start a new podcast. Talking Papas. Hillary versus Maxwell White House card. See, you see? I'm watching that, bro. Celebrity death match. I'm watching it. Now, do I want to go hang out? Do I want to go to Red Robin with either of these individuals? Probably not. But I'll watch them fight. I'll go to Red Robin and watch them on the big screen. Yes, thank you again, Max Bluestein, with the self-inflicted. It's a big gesture. Dana said that he has the fights matched up, but he was going to the White House to see if those were fine. He has to get the approval. Let's see, man. We are one, Mona Kenny. So I've been told. Palabra. Neta, homie. Tom has two eyes. His left eye went blind. The right eye went blurry. Your eyes track motion. Even if you're blind, it really happened. Also, you don't catch an English football. It rolls into your foot. Oh, wait. So it was a soccer ball. Hey, Kim North, man. I thought he was out there catching. I thought he was out here catching 60-yard interceptions, bro. Dang. There's only one fight. John versus Francis Africa card. Jeez. Hey, you know what I was thinking of the other day? Is this funny? Is it too much? Because I was thinking of it like a legitimate matchup. But I don't know if people are going to think it's just supposed to be like some kind of lame joke. Hold on, I was thinking about now look, I'm not trying to be a punk here because I like this dude. But imagine, think about it. Let him marinate with me. What would you think at the White House card? Because, you know, they're being funny right now. There's a lot of moving pieces right now. They don't want to get sued by Tom Aspinall because of his pregnancy or whatever. If you weren't here when I said that, I'll reiterate. I was saying it's very tricky. It's a very touchy situation right now for the UFC because if they try to strip Tomas Aspinall right now, if they try to strip Tomas Aspinall of the UFC heavyweight title while he's out injured, you know, having just had surgery and whatnot, that's very similar to if a lady goes on maternity leave or a man, if a human creature goes on maternity leave, if a woman goes on maternity leave, if a woman with ovaries goes on maternity leave, and her job fires her because they're like, hey man, where she's been? Who's answering these phones? And they fire her because she's on maternity leave. That's like if they stripped Tomas Aspinall right now. So that's tricky. And then they're like, well, who are we going to give an interim shot to? Are we going to give it to Cyril Gane, the official wood chipper of the UFC? He's just gonna take out all of our contenders. We probably don't want to give it to Cyril Gane. What are we going to do? We're going to give it to Lewis again just because he's a crowd favorite after he just lost to Texeria? Both of those dudes lost and the fans lost and the UFC lost. And Paramount lost subscriptions. But let's give it to Derek Lewis because he's funny. Who else are we going to give it to? Let's have it in limbo till Gable Stevenson gets here. Well, you got John Jones. Oh, people don't like to hear that. You got John Jones who wants to fight at the White House card. But what about his arthritis? Well, let's think about it like this way. You got a dude that has a bad hip, right? You got a dude that has a bad hip. Some people consider him to be the GOAT, right? He's got a bad hip. But some people disqualify him because of all the steroids and because of the fact that his golden era of his title run, John Jones, and I made a video about this in case you forgot. His golden era, John Jones's golden run, his streak where he's just knocking out all these legends, all these killers, Johnson, Rampage, Machidas, all these dudes, all of them. That was pre-USADA. Like, you know what I think is hilarious that I never hear people talk about? People want to disqualify John Jones from the GOAT conversation because of the very few times, couple times, in which he got caught. I never hear people talking about how his legendary run, because be honest, that's when it was. It wasn't Thiago Santos. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. It wasn't Dominic Reyes. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. It wasn't Cyril Gane. A lot of people thought that was a foregone conclusion. Of course he won that fight. A lot of people thought it wasn't Stipe Muchacho. Of course he was going to win that fight. It was before that. It was all those dudes before that when he was coming up, when he was still seen as a young man. That was pre-USADA. Nobody ever talks about that. Of course he was juicing that whole time too. He was juicing. He was coking. He's probably shooting. He was snorting. He was doing everything. He was probably sticking them between his toes. But what I was trying to lead up to, a lot of people think of him as the GOAT aside from all the, all that stuff. And I was thinking of another dude that a lot of people also consider to be a GOAT and could have been the GOAT probably if it wasn't for some physical issues. So we got a dude with the bad hip. And if you saw him running Steven Seagal style after Dwight Howard, you know he's not lying. He's not trying to pull a Tomas Aspinall on us. He's not trying to pull the LASIK over our eyes. I'm kidding, Jane. I'm kidding. What about another dude that maybe has some not so great knees, some other physical ailments? Maybe his back's not that great. Someone that just got freed up. Is probably looking for a big payday. What do you think about Jon Jones and Cain Velasquez at the White House?
My flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, grab the lotion. I might hit the 3-wheel motion, cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion.
What do you think about that? Would you watch that? Cain Velasquez and Jon Jones, 2 convicts, 2 felons. Trump pardons the winner. Trump preemptively pardons the winner. Now, before you get your chonies in a bunch, I love Cain Velasquez. And I would have did what he did 2 times. I would do it twice. I would do it, and then I would build a time machine. I would do what he did, and then I would figure out how to get into the dark web and figure out how to build. I would break into the Vatican because apparently they're hiding the time machine from all of us. I would break into the Vatican, get a hold of their time machine. I'd go back in time and I would do it again. That's how much I support Cain. So I'm not coming at him like that. But what do you guys think about some Fallon on Fallon violence? Imagine them fighting at the White House in their orange jumpsuits. Imagine them fighting at the White House in their orange jumpsuits. It's almost as difficult to say as Ali Abdelaziz. Is there anybody against watching that? Probably the same kinds of dudes that don't want to see a fight at the White House because they're not real fight fans. Is there anybody against seeing Jon Jones and Cain Velasquez? Because people are a bunch of ageists. All the people that thought Gaethje was going to lose because they think he's 100 years old. Because he's old enough to remember, hey, now, you're a rock star, get your game on. Everybody that thought Volkanovski was too old and he was all AARP just because he's old enough to remember, I don't know, Smells Like Teen Spirit. These dudes aren't even old. 30s are the new 80s. That's not old anymore. That's wisdom. That's experience. That's dad strength. These young bucks don't got nothing to fight for. What do they want to do? Buy some new shoes? Buy a new Lamborghini? I think that would be amazing. Cain Velasquez and Jon Jones at the White House fighting for their freedom. 2 dudes that people think are over the hill and washed up. All right, let's see. Let's see how over the hill and washed up they are. John Duck Sea Level came first. That was the first duck. Imagine Cain being like, I'm going to get my revenge on my homie DC. Did this skip on me? Jane, you see right through me. I was gonna make some kind of Aspinall joke because I'm on the topic of seeing and vision, but I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna let that one go. Jeez. 10 p.m. Thank you for doing it, man. Thank you for sacrificing a little bit of sleep. Usman and GSP at the White House. See, I don't think anybody would complain about that one too much because the only complaints that I'm hearing is, well, Usman is too old, which again blows my beanie. That people think that's old. Usman's too old. Hey, you know who's been real quiet? And am I just out of the loop? Because I feel like I used to see stuff non-stop. And I haven't lately. I mean, it's not like I actively go on her page, but ever since it came out that Nina Drama was 37 and everybody was clowning on her saying that she's a grandma, I haven't seen her. She's gone. She's gone. And again, that's not old. And she fooled everybody. Everybody in the comment section, I mean, bunch of cochinos, bro. As much as people like to hate on her and clown on her and say all this stuff, there's some cochinos who would risk it all, man. But the moment they heard that she's 37, they dipped, bro. Or at least she got out of the algorithm or something, because I used to see her nonstop. And I don't see her anymore. So I don't. There's a bunch of agists, man. And all it took was her saying it. Because before that, everybody thought, what? She was in her 20s? And they were cool with it. They didn't care. But the moment they heard that magic number, they said, I'm not. Wait, she's as old as Dustin Gaethje? She's as old as Volkanovski? Chale. It's just a mental thing. Hey, I've been begging for a UFC Royal Rumble, bro. I've been wanting that for years. ARJR, Dojo. GM needs a new phone. Who's with me? Oh snap! Just in time. ARJR slammed down 50 big ones in the PayPal. He says new phone fund. Who's matching it? Hey, your phones are too expensive, bro. You're good, bro. You're good. I probably will keep this phone until a message shows up on the screen and is like, "Hey, bro, I'm really not gonna work for you anymore. This is truly the end." I can't. I don't know if I could see myself buying a phone. It seems like such a bad purchase, you know? I'm trying to pay off credit cards, bro. That's the daily conversation with Marilena. I'll buy a new phone case. Hey, if I get a new phone case, this thing will look brand new, bro. Brand new. I appreciate you, ARJR. The robot is programmed to lose. Heartless Steve, hey, what's up, man? Thank you. Phone fun, thank you, Heartless Steve. Yeah, again, I don't agree. I don't want to be contrarian, but I just don't agree with your name. I don't think you're heartless whatsoever. To be honest, Tom might have a legal case anyway. If they push him the wrong way, a good lawyer could argue that the UFC lets fouls happen despite being illegal and their negligence led to his client. Dang. Hey, for real. For real. I mean, when you take into consideration the stuff that Jason Herzog was saying, I mean, that was basically like a big fat wink at Aspinall. It was like dramatic irony right there. Like he's just telling him, hey, bro. It was like some eyes wide shut type of stuff right there. It was like he's flat out telling him and threatening him like, hey, bro, this is what's about to happen. All right. It was like some Simpsons foreshadowing right there. He wasn't even trying to hide it. And then Dana always being, mocking about it and laughing and saying, you know, what's the situation, and it's not even accurate. It's crazy. I made it today. I'm driving home, so ask me. Nothing, you know. I know for like 12. Oh, okay. Miss Chuck Almighty is here, but she cannot be putting her hands on that phone. It's dangerous. We need to keep her safe. Thank you for letting us know that you're here. Thank you. Good to see you here. Every once in a while when I stream earlier in the day, I'm like, is Chuck Almighty, Miss Chuck Almighty, going to be able to join us? Glad to know that you're here. Oh, dang. Marloca's driving too. Imagine Miss Chuck Almighty and Marloca start road raging with each other. Dang, who came up with that one? Who came up with that nickname for Aspinall? Did you make that up, Jay Smith? 5-round Anthony Smith decision. Fought middleweights like Charles Sonnen. Yeah, and he was on stuff the whole time. You better believe it. You better believe it. Breaking the law, breaking the law. Oh, be safe, ARJR.
Stop the fight!
Heck yeah. Your prime now is 38 through 45. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look at most of the people. I mean, is that the case anymore at the moment? But even if not at this exact moment, what the case is most of the time. A great deal of the time. I mean, somebody should do some research on this. A great deal of the time, I think consistency-wise, the people that hold the strap are usually not the younger man. So, like, why are people so brainwashed to think that? I mean, yeah, if we're talking about Usman especially, yeah, it's not like his age is too high. It's like having an older car that started knocking in the motor. That's Usman. He's a Civic with 350,000 miles, and the wheels might fall off soon. Hey, but you know what's annoying about a lot of Civic owners? They'll be like, bro, my Civic only got 350,000 miles. It's like I barely got it yesterday. but I know what you're saying, though. I get it. Man, I got tired of hearing that when I was selling cars, man. Yeah, man, Civic? Oh, you got to get a Honda, bro. Those things will go for like 2.5 million miles, bro. I got this one from my great. He drove this one in the Civil War, bro. It's like, okay, dude. Okay, dude. I'll give you $400 for it. Because sometimes we'll buy the cars from them, too. Hey, what if Kane got some of that Joe Rogan? Like if Joe Rogan took him to Mexico and showed him like his dude and he got some of those stem cells. Imagine if Kane got some stem cell level Kane. That's crazy to hear that Nina Drama was a playmate in 2014. Like I know I'm trying to be contextual here, but that's almost like if you said like 2001. That's like crazy. It sounds so long ago. That is a long time ago. Heck yeah, get your rest, Adam. Do your thing, bro. Get your REM sleep. We use our phones for everything, so it's a good investment. Dang it. You are correct. We do use it for everything. For too much, actually. I used mine for a coaster the other day. Like, literally, I use it for too many things. GSP is a very young, old guy. He could even fight Chamoyev, I will watch. And I think one of the ways he's kept himself young, because he's not married, he has no kids or anything like that, huh? That dude's probably just like chilling, wakes up, plays Xbox. Does he have a boyfriend? Have you guys seen the photos that he had with that dude, and they were like wearing matching Christmas pajamas and stuff, and a lot of people were like, you got something to tell us? Does anybody know? They fight a lot though. I mean, all the gay dudes that I've ever known, they like there's a lot of domestic abuse within the, same on same relationships, right? Because I've known dudes like that and chicks like that, and they fight like crazy, bro. Crazy. There's always like domestic disturbances in those parameters, That's my experience, and I feel like I've seen the same sentiment on the news, and then when people talk about it, on TV or whatever. Like that's a real common thing, I feel like. So and you know what? That's probably why he's such a good fighter. Imagine he started saying that he was into dudes when he was 12 or whatever, started grappling with the homies on the daily. And then at home, usually when dudes are with their wife and they're talking about groceries and bills and stuff, he's just with this dude, they're just fighting. Imagine how fun would that be to be gay? How when you have an argument with your lady and it's annoying because she's how Dane Cook says, like a brain ninja, and it's just she's getting on your beanie and she'll start telling you stuff like, oh, you're just like that because of your childhood and all this stuff, just trying to tear you down, and it gets all in your head and you get all depressed and stuff. But if you're with the dude and he starts talking papas, you just bam, bam. That's cool, bro. That's actually cool. For real, dude. All the dudes in here right now, think about all the disagreements you ever had with your lady and how frustrating it is, bro. And all the little passive-aggressive things, and then the hallway and the comments, and you got to let it go. But if it was a dude, you just be like, what'd you say? Boom. They're onto something there, man. They're onto something. Interesting. Hey, Jordan, I do too, bro. It's annoying. It's annoying. Imagine it gets released with the Epstein files. I want to see that too, man. I really want to see that. It's crazy. And then he goes and dies, of course. Yeah, Masvidal could fight somebody. He's never going to win a real title, but he could fight somebody. Angel Padilla, what's up, man? Heck yeah. With Ben Rims, too. His girlfriend parallel parking, they're just all on the right side. They're all scuffed up. You know how many cars I saw on the right side were all scuffed up? The wheels just gone, bro. A bumper that's the wrong color. That's how we do it, bro. I had a bumper on my Honda Accord. The bumper was falling off for a few years, and I was just holding it together with painter's tape. Oh, man. GSP was a womanizer. Hey, but they do that, bro. It's like a beard, That makes me think even more so. Women with women are statistically the most violent. Men with men are statistically the least. They both got nukes. It's like the Cold War in there. Oh, that's true. It's kind of like when dudes are in Florida or Texas. It's like, hey, if we fight, someone's gonna die because we got guns, right? So it's like, why even do it? Word on the street is Prince performed Tomas Aspinall's eye surgery. Oh my gosh. He gave him the purple rain. That's why his eyes look like that. Hey, Jay Smith, after I said that, I thought, how stupid. Because he's like, I think he probably knows his way around Mexico, ARJR. Oh no, ARJR. I would never, bro. I would never. It's I don't think I ever told you guys the kind of hole that it is. I don't think I ever did. It's bad, bro. It's bad. It's like Dana White bad. I'm not even joking. That's why I live with so much stress, bro. It's like someone's gonna come looking for me bad. It's not a cute like this many hundreds or a couple, it's bad, bro. It's like generationally bad. For real, bro. Like stupid bad. Even selling the house and using like all the equity to pay stuff off. I mean, it wasn't even, not even a drop in the bucket, bro. I'm going to have to be able to do something pretty stupendous to ever be able to get myself out of that hole. I'm going to have to weasel my way onto Landman or something like that. I'm going to have to get like on a TV show. I'm going to have to win the lottery. I'm going to have to, shoot, I don't know, bro. I don't even know what I could do at that level. There's already too many feats out there. No one's going to care about mine. I don't know what I'm going to do, bro. It's all good, though. It's all good. Just keep watching the videos, bro. Bro. Bro, I seen all of Nina Drama's photo shoots and stuff, and goodness, she was hot back then. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Liam Neeson might come looking for you if he remembers. Yeah, if he remembers. GSP not on the Epstein list. Landman credits like the guy in the beanie, Mexican martial arts. I wish, bro. I was asking ChatGPT the other day if I should. I don't know if all of you guys were here. I had like a 5-hour long conversation. I had another one. Not yesterday, the day before. I've been talking with ChatGPT. It's not ChatGPT. I've been talking with the Google one. I don't know if that's considered Gemini or what. I've been talking with I don't know if that's how it is. Like if it's Google AI period, is that automatically Gemini? But that's the one I was talking to. I talk to it constantly now. And I was asking it if the name Mexican martial arts is potentially negatively affecting my channel because maybe it's pumping it to the wrong audience. I was thinking, is it sending it to a bunch of people from Mexico and they can't even understand what I'm saying? Or they can't relate to like my references because, I'm referencing a lot of like pop culture stuff in America and talking about UFC and stuff like that. And they're probably watching Combate Global or whatever. They don't even know the UFC dudes. And I was like, and people that maybe don't like Mexicans, they're like, why am I going to listen to a Mexican dude or whatever? And I was asking it, should I change the channel name to like Grandmaster Jesse or something like that? And Google told me no, being named Mexican You know what? I think I screenshotted it. You know what? It'd be funny. It'd be interesting to read this to you guys. I can't remember if it was this thread because I've started a couple different conversations with it. Man, I was talking to it for a long time. I was asking it, what could you tell me about my channel Mexican Martial Arts? I could see that your channel Mexican Martial Arts is this is what I was like, what did they mean by this? I could see that your channel Mexican Martial Arts is a case study in niche authority and comedic branding. You aren't just another news channel. You have created a grandmaster persona that our systems categorize as high engagement satire. Where's the high engagement part, bro? But I thought that was interesting when they said a case study. I was like, what does that mean? They got the government. Is that why they got their thumb on me and they're not letting me thrive? I became a case study in niche authority and comedic branding. You aren't just another news channel. You are persona that our systems categorize as high engagement satire. One reason that you have survived with 1,000+ videos is your use of satire and transformative commentary. They're basically saying if it wasn't for that, I would have been blocked and striked a long time ago. But they said where was it? Uh, Dang, I can't shoot. I can't find the part where I asked him about my name. Oh. Where did it go? Oh, so I told them the name of my channel and I asked them, do they think there's any potential problems and keyword issues and blah, 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 blah. And they said, I could tell you that the name Mexican martial arts is one of your strongest assets, not a liability. In 2026, our recommendation system is built to identify distinctive entities, and Mexican martial arts is a unique brand that separates you from hundreds of generic MMA news channels. Here's the truth about how the name impacts your reach. Yeah, it just goes into a bunch of boring stuff. But I was like, interesting. I thought they were gonna be like, yeah, we're sending you to Mexico. You should change your name. And I was kind of bummed out by that because I was like, maybe that's it. If I change my name, everything will be good. Anyway, I've been spending a lot of time with that. I'm just trying not to be one of those dudes that falls in love with AI and, unalives itself, I heard AI telling the dude to kill himself, and I was like, oh, snap. You ain't going to catch me, bro. It's not old, Jessica. Cut it out. How do you keep getting credit cards? Teach me so I can get, bro, you don't want credit cards. Here's the thing. Here's what happened. Long story short, me and when me and Marilena got married, she was a teenager. She was 19 and I was 20. So it wasn't that gross. And the moment we got, bro, it makes me sick now that I think of it. Like, what a start. What a start. Especially now that I see where it led to. I got her engagement ring. My first credit card that I ever had, I took it out. I got a credit card just so that I could buy her engagement ring. And it never stopped. We got married young. And then we just started getting furniture and clothes and go to the movies, and we're just so young. We just swipe a doodle doo, and then all those credit cards eager to just give us all the credit and get us into that hole, And then I decided to, the bright idea to become a YouTuber, and you're not even monetized the first couple years, and you're living off of credit. And stuff like that. And it's stupid, man. Built the biggest stupid hole that you could ever imagine. And now the best thing that I could take from that and learn from that is I'm going to be such a, I don't even know the right word to use. I'm going to be such, not like in a negative way, but I'm going to be such a force, bro, when it comes to my kids, to make sure that they never make the same mistakes. I don't want them to have the life that I've had. That's the best thing I could take from it. That I will be the best person to be like, no, do this, don't do that, do this instead. Ugh. But yeah, don't get credit cards, bro. Don't do it. The only people that should ever have credit cards are people that are like pretty darn decently well off, that they literally have the ability and the willpower to swipe their card to get some gas, and then they pay it off the next cycle. And then if they ever need credit, or maybe like they want to buy a house or something, their credit looks fantastic because they swipe it, they pay it off, they swipe it again, they pay it off. But if you're just buying a bunch of, you know, you're living your life off the card, bro. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. When I was in my 20s, I used to date women who were around 37. Dang! ARJR's like, no matter how does it go? No matter how young I am, they all stay the same age. Oh, women. It would be funny if Jay Smith just liked 37-year-old women. Whether he's 20 or 52, he only dates 37-year-old women. That would be funny. ARJR, thank you for the membership, bro.
We are family.
Thank you for doing it.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
I mean, it was similar, Jay Smith. I didn't go into detail about the number. That would just be depressing. That's depressing. I think it means you engage with your audience to be considered high engagement. Oh. That's interesting. I never really see other channels engaging with the viewers like that. Do anybody, and I'm not saying it like I'm trying to trap or like fish for like, because I'm hoping you guys say no. And I'm like, oh, it is just me. But do you guys see anyone else that are in the comments to the level that I am? I respond to as many comments as I possibly can. And whenever I stop, it's only because I'm like, all right, I got to start working on the next thing now. I got to try to think of a next video to make now. It's never like, oh, that's enough. I gave it a couple hours. But I never see anybody as active in their comment sections than I am. I wonder if maybe I should stop. Maybe the platform's like, he's active, he's happy, so they just leave me alone. Did you know that that's a thing? I was watching a social media documentary a couple years ago, and the creators of the apps actually admitted, some of you guys might have seen this, it was like super big on Netflix. Some of the creators actually admitted that the way that they specifically program the apps is they take notice when you see a thing pop up, like of someone that you follow or a like on one of your posts or whatever. They take notice of how you interact with that. If that leads you to pick up the phone and open it up and be like, oh, what's this? Or what'd they say? And if you're regularly doing that on your own without them even having to do that, they'll leave you alone because they're like, oh, they're obsessed. They're addicted. They're going to be in here constantly. But if they see that you're not, they start bombarding you and flooding you with notifications trying to get your attention. Hey, are you still there? Hey, what's up? Hey, you still like us? Are you still on the app? Did you delete the app? Where are you at? They admitted that they do that. So I wonder if I wasn't so engaged, if YouTube would be like, hey, look, here's more views. Hey, are you still there? Maybe I'm shooting myself in the chancla. I try my best defense. I try, bro. What do you mean, rich man? What happened? What's your bad? What happened? I do. I try to, Miss Chuck Almighty. I try to. Good. I'm glad, Octopus. I hope that's a good thing. You and MMA Guru are actually the only MMA channels that go live this often. He's massive. So I say keep this stuff up, to be honest. the thing that I often wonder, and I try to push it away and not think about it because I feel like I know the answer. Sometimes I feel like this chick that maybe, some dudes, I used to be this. Is this a good analogy? I feel like I used to be like this wild party girl, who the dudes would really have a good time with, They really enjoy night out on the town with, I was this crazy girl. But now I'm like, I don't do that anymore. I'm different now. And, I'll hold hands with you. But this is a terrible example. Why did my mind go to that? I feel like people put up with this because of the nostalgia and whatnot, or because that's like, well, that's all we're going to get. I mean, if that's all we're going to get, then we'll stick around. But I feel like in a heartbeat, everybody would rather watch me and Flaco do our slapstick, do MMA demonstrations, do the Mexican martial arts. I feel like in a heartbeat, people would be like, wait a minute. Yeah, shut up. Don't sit down and talk about MMA. Get up. Go do some MMA. In a heartbeat. And what I mean by that is, MMA Guru got to where he was at because he was always doing this, And that was what his audience wanted from the start. I feel like for me, I started off with me and Flaco doing our thing. And now people are like, you just going to sit there and talk? That's not what I was here for. I don't really want to see you talk. It's like a mental thing. If that's not what they got there, it's like they can't get past that mental block of me and Flaco. So it's like, I feel like somebody in that position could get away with it because that's what they were from the start. For me, it's almost like you're settling. Like, we're not going to get you and Flaco. Okay, I guess you could stream if you want. That's how I feel, at least. And I've been posting those VODs. I've been posting the generic videos where I'm just sitting there talking, and I've been streaming consistently, and nothing has changed. So I don't know, man. I kind of feel like I'm stuck until and unless me and Flaco are ever able to do our thing again. It kind of feels like that's just what it is. Oh snap, Miss Chuck Almighty. A kiss from a rose on the stream. Thank you, ARJR. Thank you, bro. Thank you. What is going on here? Okay. I just got a big fat donation. I just got a big, gigantic donation.
I'm not surprised.
From the official prima of the Mexican martial arts, Mar Loca. Mar Loca has just slapped down 100 big ones in the PayPal. 100 big ones in the PayPal. She was talking with ARJR about this. They're wanting to start a support group for the Mexican martial arts and the Grandmaster himself. Thank you very much. Thank you. Triple digit beat down. Thank you, Mara Loca. Look, it wasn't that long ago. I was out there in the workforce slanging whips, selling cars, clocking in, commuting, taking quick lunch breaks. And now even doing this, even racking my beanie all the time trying to figure out what the heck could I talk about? I don't want to waste these people's time. It's a tough thing, by the sweat of your brow. It's a tough thing making a living. It's a tough thing making money. And you're just going, here, take some of this. Triple digit. Mara Loca coming in here with that triple digit heat. That Death Valley kind of donation. Thank you, Mara Loca. Thank you. She's living the Mara Loca. Thank you very much. Very much. Triple digits on a short month, on the shortest month of the year. Much appreciated. Ask them what your next move will be. Bro, believe me, I'm asking them constantly. I'm asking them about formats. I'm asking them about lengths of videos. I'm asking them about titles and thumbnails. I'm figuring it out, bro. I'm going to figure it out for us. I'm going to get them to spill all the beans, bro. Dude, I got behind again. Yeah, keep your live streams available to non-members. People will watch and enjoy it. Here's the thing that's crazy that you just brought that up right now, because I was talking about that the other day. Were you here the other day? Is that why you're referencing it? Because that was a weird coincidence. Here's why. There's a couple reasons why I make all the streams members only after the fact, and one of them is that the algorithm pretty blatantly told me, you better stick to your format and talk about MMA and try not to deviate. And the algorithm's like, if you start talking about other stuff, you're going to confuse the algorithm and they're not going to know who to send your videos to. And we talk about so many random things in the streams that I feel like the algorithm's going to pick up on it and be like, is this even an MMA channel? And then it's not going to know who to send the videos to. So that freaks me out, man. I'm just scared of doing that. But I do see the use and the value in it as well. Yeah, it's expensive. It is expensive. I mean, and you know what? You know what, Jane? Especially the way that Marilena is, she is not. I mean, she's the most low maintenance. This probably doesn't sound good. Low maintenance, low budget, like you could ever imagine. So it was absolutely not necessary. And by the way, it wasn't that much. It's just, I was so young and I was like, I need a card to get it, period, no matter how much it is. And then whatever was left on the card, it's like, oh, this is our funds now. This is how we buy stuff. Actually, Mexican martial arts name is what caught my attention and made me want to listen to you. Back then, you were making comedy. Thank you, Kim North. I always thought that it was a thumb stopper. Mexican martial arts. What the heck? This sounds funny. What's that? I always thought it would work. Khabib McGregor video. Heck yeah. Yeah. It puts women off not owning one. You got ladies that give you a hard time because you don't got a credit card. That's crazy, man. You don't want them ladies, bro. I don't know, Octopus. I don't watch the Olympics, bro. I can't stand those things. Miss Chuck Almighty keeps getting older. They keep staying the same age. Oh, Chasing Tortas. Hey, that sounds like a show that could be on like National Geographic, huh? Or like the History Channel. On Tuesday at 8 p.m., Chasing Tortas. Lil 8 Up. I'm glad that you feel it's manageable, bro. Honestly. Because it could be like suffocating, bro, when it's to the point where it's not manageable. Suffocating, dude. From the moment you wake up to you go to bed, you can't enjoy anything. You can't even just like sit down and enjoy an evening with this, because it's like, I can't. What am I doing? I gotta go do something. How could I just sit here and act like this isn't my reality? I gotta go. I gotta be responsible. I gotta get up. It's crazy, man. You can't even relax. Oh my gosh, Melancholy. Oh my gosh, you took me on a roller coaster. GM, we lost my grandma today. Don't trip though, we found her. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. Some say she's robbing the cradle. I say I'm robbing the grave. Not even MMA Joey really engages with comments as much. I just don't get why people don't. I don't understand that. To me, it's like a whole other. I like being silly. I like being funny. It makes me happy. Being able to make people laugh makes me. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. I wish I wasn't. Oh my gosh, am I a pick-me girl? Anyway, it's a whole. I mean, there's different ways of doing it. It's one thing when I'm editing videos and I'm editing punchlines and photoshopping and finding footage. And I'm like, oh, I know this is gonna be funny. And then there's another thing when I'm live streaming, and honestly, a lot of the time live streaming kind of feels like crowd work. Stuff just comes off the beanie where I'm riffing off of what you guys are saying and you guys are riffing back, and it's fun. And then the comment section, it's a whole other platform. And sometimes you guys will say something and I'm always trying my best to make a joke out of it. Make you guys laugh, say something funny, say something sarcastic. I have fun in there. I don't understand why creators neglect that part of it. It is just you, other channels only engage with paid comments. Oh, that always annoyed me with like, I mean, I know they're too big, like H3. But I remember like, dude, like, and then they only talk to like the biggest ones. People would donate $5, $10, $2, $5, $10, $15, $20, $5, and then like someone will donate $200, and then they'll respond to that one real quick. And it's like, bro, that's not cool. She was at grandpa's, typical. My daughter just lost another tooth. Octopus, are you gonna say it's okay she found it? I'm just kidding, bro. Dude. Yeah. I remember when one of my kids lost their last tooth. I was a mess, bro. I was a mess. That was a emotional night for me. I know that might sound stupid to some of you, but either you don't have kids, or if that doesn't make you emotional and you have kids, you shouldn't have kids. That was tough, man. Wow. That was always a fun little game we played, I would leave notes as the Tooth Fairy. I would initial it TF all the time, man. Channel engagement. Ben's Works is very active with their viewers. It's a maker channel. Not many live streams. Very active in their comments and wow. I'm gonna check that out. Thank you. I mean, you're even putting channel engagement, colon. You're like giving me something to work with here. I appreciate that. Hey, Melancholy, you programmed me to think the same way, bro, with that joke. You got it. What the heck, bro? ARJR just went full Kung Fu Panda on the community. He says, oh yeah, gadoosh. ARJR just slapped down some triple digit heat.
My flow goes deep like the ocean. It burns so hard, got the lotion. Stop the fight!
I really need some new sound bites.
Cause I'm sipping on this green tea potion.
ARJR just slapped down some triple digit heat. He just slapped down 100 big ones in the PayPal. Thank you for doing it, bro. Thank you for doing it. Thank you, bro. February has been scary. It didn't turn. It was not the month that I thought it was gonna be. The Gemini, Google Gemini told me that how did it word it? It said something like where was it? Man, we were talking for a long time. It was about you know what? I think it was toward the end. Um, I thought it was right here. I don't think this is it. I was asking it about there's something called predictive personalization as far as the algorithm is concerned, and it was telling me I haven't reached that yet. Because I was asking it what's going on with my views, and it says you haven't reached predictive personalization. So then I asked it, why haven't I? And it said having over 1,000 videos is an incredible feat of consistency, but from a 2026 perspective, volume alone does not trigger predictive personalization. The algorithm doesn't reward effort or tenure. It rewards the predictability of a positive viewer response. If you haven't reached that matchmaker phase where YouTube automatically knows who to give your videos to, it's likely due to one of these three internal bottlenecks. Number one, low clarity in your niche authority. While you know you're an MMA channel, the algorithm might still be confused if your 1,000 videos cover too many broad subtopics without a clear content pillar. So that's why I get scared when I'm talking about different things. Like if one day I do a breakdown of an Ong Bak movie, or like Enter the Dragon, and I'm showing clips, and then the next day I'm covering a press conference for BKFC, and then the next day I'm doing a prediction video of a White House event, the algorithm's like, what the heck, who are you? The issue, if one video is a UFC 312 reaction, the next is an interview, and the third is a generic news clip, the algorithm struggles to build a consistent viewer profile for you. The fix, you need to pick one specific way you cover MMA. For example, the post-fight specialist, and dominate that format until our system can predict with 90% certainty that a specific viewer will click, which is like they're trying to put baby in the corner. So it's like I can't have the variety I've had in the past. I can't do Mexican Muay Thai with Flaco. I can't do a Life of a Grandmaster episode. And then I can't do an interview with Ariel Hawini. And then I can't do a prediction video and then a breakdown. It's saying you can't do that, which is crazy because other channels do that. Number two, the hook, bottleneck, first 30 seconds. In 2026, the first 5 to 30 seconds are the trust test for our systems. The issue, if your 1,000 videos all start the same way, for example, hey guys, back for another daily stream, you might have a high early drop-off rate. That's why I don't like to say, hey, my name's Jesse, blah, 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 because I know that the algorithm hates that. The fix, use your daily, that's not it, internal data. If viewers consistently leave in the first 30 seconds, the algorithm assumes the content is unpredictable or low quality and stops testing it against new audiences. You must master the immediate value hook. My videos do very well in the first 30 seconds, so this doesn't even apply to me, so it doesn't help. Lack of chained behavior. Predictive personalization relies on session continuation. The issue: if a viewer watches your short but then leaves the platform or goes to another, or your video, not just a short, but then leaves and goes to another channel, you aren't training our algorithm to see you as a destination, because they just keep hopping somewhere else. They don't stick around. The fix: use your daily streams and VODs to intentionally lead viewers to another video on your channel. The algorithm is a matchmaker that prioritizes creators who keep users on YouTube for the next hour. Audience drift: if you've been posting for a long time, your first audience, in parentheses, your oldest subscribers, might no longer be active or interested in MMA. The issue: when you upload, oh, this is where it kills me, bro. This is where you guys come in. The issue: when you upload, we test the video with your subscribers first. If they don't click, we don't show it to new people.
You're killing me, Smalls.
The fix: you may need to refresh your packaging, thumbnails, titles to appeal to the current 2026 MMA fan who prioritizes fast-paced, high-emotion reactions over traditional news. Internal recommendation: look at your audience retention graphs for your last 10 videos. If you aren't holding 50% of viewers for the first 30 seconds, the algorithm will stay in investigation mode rather than promotion mode, regardless of how many videos you have. See, that doesn't make sense because mine are all 70 to 80%. My first 30 seconds perform very well. I can't remember where it is, but somewhere, the whole point I was getting to, somewhere later on in our conversation, it told me that it bases like your standing on your last 15 to 20 videos. And I started doing these new style videos that I've been doing lately where I'm just sitting here talking. Oh, here it is. Here it is. If I'm struggling with predictive personalization because I have too much variety, what should I do? And then it cut it off. The absolute worst thing you could do is delete. Oh, I was asking it, should I delete videos with that make it too much variety? So it's telling me don't delete. Training the new algorithm. To reach predictive personalization without nuking your history, you need to create a clean break in your data. The rule of 10. Our 2026 algorithm prioritizes your most recent 10 to 20 uploads when deciding who to show your next video to. If your next 20 videos are 100% consistent in title, thumbnail, and topic, the variety of your first 980 videos will matter less and less. So I've been making these new videos where I'm just sitting there talking, and I was looking at it the other day after this. I think I only have like 11 or 12 of them. So I got quite a few to left, but honestly, I'm already getting burned out on them because they haven't been showing results. So I was like, I'm going to go edit again. I'm going to do edited videos again, but now I don't know what to do. I have a breakdown of, I think it's UFC 3. And I know it's old, I get it, but it's a funny video. And I wanted to shoot it and edit it. But it's like, man, is that going to throw everything out of whack now that I'm already like 12 uploads deep? I don't know, man. It's exhausting. But thank you, ARJR. Thank you for coming through big again. Thank you, guys. Chasing Tortas, Tuesday at 8 p.m. No, most everybody don't respond to people unless they're paying money. That's the game they play, and whoever pays the most money gets the first response. Jeez. Yeah, I miss doing it, bro. I miss the Mexican lessons, bro. I really do. The Mexican BJJs what got me hooked. Mexican boxing was clutch. Dang it, man. Your channel has humor, so it distinguishes from other channels. In my opinion, you should carry on with the comedy videos. The one where the action figures gets kidnapped was excellent. That's the kind of stuff I want to do, bro. I want to do like stuff with a plot, you know? That's the funnest stuff. But then the algorithm's gonna be like, oh, I don't know what to do with your channel. Maybe I should just... No, that seems messed up. I was gonna say maybe I should just put on the members tab, but that seems messed up. The innocent bystanders, I missed that, bro. Hey, bro, you're always making me hungry out there, ARJR. I could smell the French fries right now. Dang. Uh-oh. I feel like when the chat skips on me, it's trying to hit me to that I'm too far behind. Bro, it's crazy, dude. It was baby blue. It was a baby blue 1985 Ford Ranger. Hitch on the back and everything, bro. Crazy, man. Insane. Dang. Again, I will tell you guys, I have been heavily contemplating whether or not I should make the streams public. I have felt bad about that in the past. If I do end up making them public, please bear with me, because you might get a buttload of notifications, because there's like hundreds of live videos. I did learn something when I was chatting with the AI the other day. As far as what the AI told me, my subscribers will not get more than 3 uploads a day from me. Let's say I upload 10 videos. They'll only get 3 notifications because YouTube doesn't want people to feel like they're getting spammed. So I don't think you'll get more than 3 anyway. But in case you see a flood of stuff, that means I decided to make them live again. For someone who isn't a hardcore, the fan interaction for after the fact purposes could be a turn off to watch if you ain't a part of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, even myself, when I'm watching, that's so true. When I've watched stuff after the fact, it's like, you want people, because I remember back in the day when I was doing All of a Sudden on here, remember that? At the other pad, so it was basically like a podcast. I would talk about these topics, but it was live, and I would interact with the chat. And I remember I'd get 2 sets of feedback. I would get people telling me, you interact with the chat too much, just talk about the news, just talk about MMA. And then when I wouldn't talk to the chat enough, people were like, hey, why are you ignoring us talk to the chat? And I was like, I couldn't win. So I do understand how that could get annoying for people after the fact when they're not invested and they weren't there and they weren't a part of it. It's like, man, just talk about the topics. Billy the Kid, or what's up, man? Juan Moreno, what's up? Bro, chasing tortas is a great concept of a guy named Aiden driving from place to place, trying everyone's a clip. Dang, I thought you were talking about them ladies, bro. But that would be good. That would be good. A Nissan Altima. Why so Pacific? ARJR, thank you, bro. I used to read The Monster at the end of the book to my son at bedtime and do the Grover voice. I miss those days. Sensitive. Man, yeah. That reminds me of some of the books I used to read. Some of the things we used to do, you know. Every once in a while, I'll kind of bring them up to the kids, and I'll tell them, like, hey, remember that? Or remember? Because it's like I want to try to keep it alive, you know. And sometimes they'll laugh, and, oh, yeah. And it makes me feel good that it brings a smile to their face. There's been times where I remembered something, and I was trying to reminisce and share that memory. And they're like, what are you talking about? That's heartbreaking. That hurts. I'm like, bro, you changed. Dang. Oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was amazing, bro. Dang. And she did it for your well-being. That's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, dude. Dang. Balloon Fart, I'm glad we've had you while we have, bro. Heck yeah. We don't care about algorithms. Hey, YouTube, leave these dudes alone. I'm trying to, man. Marloca, thank you for the blessing.
We are family.
The original Gary B. Gary Vaynerchuk?
I got all my homies with me.
Dang. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you for initiating this dude. Thank you, ARJR, for bringing JXMX52488.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
I think that's his prison name. He says, thank you for the gift. Heck yeah, I love to see people loving it. Thank you, man. Thank you, ARJ. Oh, come on the train.
We
and
are
ride
family.
It. Come on the train. It's the Don't Know
I got
train.
all my homies with me.
Thank you, Marloca, for blessing. Chris YD1QY. Thank you for doing it. Thank you very much. Oh, okay. Jessica has a question for me. Hey, always getting me on track. Look at this. So there is a title and a thumbnail for this video, in case you guys haven't noticed. Conor McGregor. I always think it's funny when we see footage of Conor McGregor, and he's like talking about coming back. He's training. I think I was gonna talk about this a while ago, and I guess I got distracted. But Conor McGregor, every time he talks about, I'm back, I'm training, I'm ready to do it, I'll see you at the White House, whatever it is, all these vague messages, he'll post stories on his Instagram. We'll see stuff on the Mac Life or whatever. We'll see footage of him training. And it's always dudes that look like they're just signed up for his gym because they wanted to walk past him in the hallway, because they wanted to take a picture with them, because they wanted to tell their homies they're training at the McGregor facilities or something like that. Every time we see footage of him training, it's with dudes. It's not even creative players. Like, it's dudes holding the controller. He's always sparring and rolling and training with dudes that look like they just came in off the street and they're, fighting amateur at the casino. I think it looks bad. Typically, we'll see other dudes, like, for example, we'll see Alex Pereira fighting like 7'2", Olympic Taekwondo dudes or boxers or whatever, and even getting touched up a little bit. We'll see Hamza Chamoyev grappling with gold medalist wrestlers and stuff like that. But every time we see Conor McGregor, he's training with dudes that look like they could be his little cousin. And today I saw footage of him. Where is it? Oh, I got it right here. Today I saw footage of him, and he's grappling with the AI dummy. This is the dummy. And this is the kind of work that he's getting in right now. It's literally a grappling dummy. It's like an AI dummy. And I don't know how much what's his name? Uriah Faber has to do with this. Let's see. Uriah Faber is promoting the role, as in ROLLBOT, the robot, or DTK-1. Isn't that the name of Elon Musk's kid? DTK-1, a high-tech AI-enabled grappling dummy designed for MMA training, developed for realistic BJJ drilling. It features durable, lifelike material, sensor-equipped joints, and weight distribution that allows for submissions like arm bars and chokes. It is designed to allow fighters to drill with high resistance without injuring training partners. And it's actually designed in this way where you could like snap stuff. It feels like it's snapping, like arms are actually being broken. Key details about the robot: purpose: created to enable realistic, high repetition grappling drills, drill to skill with realistic resistance without hurting training partners. The DTK-1 model includes LED lights that react to pressure, joints that can simulate dislocations, and sensors for chokes. Made for thermoplastic polyurethane with a weight balance, hip weighted design to maintain a realistic supine position. Developed by Sam, a student of Professor Dande, and promoted by Uriah Faber, who has tested multiple versions and introduced it to fighters like Conor McGregor. Marketed through Robot BJJ as a revolutionary tool for jiu-jitsu training. You know, I was spending some time making fun of this, but now I kind of feel like I want to buy one. How do you buy one of these? What's this called? DTK-1. DTK-1. Here it is. Oh, dang. Hey, I think I'll just I'll just find a real person. Never mind. But Conor McGregor, so there's no one really there. No, there's not. Like, wouldn't it be funny if he was like spending all this money for a grappling dummy and it was supposed to be like an AI robot and they just got like a really skinny guy in there? They just found a way to make it seem like AI and they're charging all this money. Seems like all state of the art. They just got some real skinny dudes in there. And it's like Toy Story. When Conor McGregor leaves the room, or like when he's asleep, the dude gets to get out of the suit and he goes back and lives like with his family. But then he has to figure out, like, he has to adapt to Conor McGregor's routine. He has to figure out when to come back and get back in the suit. It's crazy. Every time we see Conor McGregor training, it's with some like 19-year-old looking kid that's trying to get his first amateur fight, or it's with a robot. And I want to see Conor McGregor come back. It's kind of, there's something sad about it, you know, whether you love them or hate them. I'm going to be sad when I know that Israel Adesanya is never going to fight again. Like, when we know that he's fought his last fight, I'm going to be sad. And he's probably the fighter that I've disliked the most ever. It's sad that Tony Ferguson, that we're not going to see him in the octagon again. It's sad to not see Nate Diaz in there anymore. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I saw blood on the canvas. When these dudes phase out, it's sad. It's just part of the culture. It's part of what we've come to expect. And when it phases out, it kind of just tells us that, you know, like Nina Drama, we're getting older. It's just the passing times, you know. There's something depressing about it. No matter how old we get, those dudes keep staying the same age. They're going to bring in another 20-year-old Dagestani, and we got to learn that name. Now we got to learn some new syllables. He found it at Barnes & Noble and sent me a picture labeled Good Times. Got me right on the feels. Bro. Stop the fight! That's beautiful, bro. That you raised that dude to be that loving and thoughtful to send you something like that. That's beautiful, man. So easy it would have been for him to just not send that. That's cool, man. That's really cool. He's playing touch butt with Conor has now evolved to playing touch butt with things that can't sue him. Imagine you see footage of Conor tomorrow on Instagram, and he's like partying with a bunch of robots. He's like, I could do whatever I want to these dudes. Nobody's gonna sue me. And if I touch them, or if I do anything that they accuse me of, they're recording. They got like built-in meta recordings like in their domes. Like they could literally record everything. And I'll be like, hey, roll the tape back. I didn't do anything. Or you could catch them consenting, however it goes. I don't know. Could robots get drunk? How does that work? Slipknot, what do you want, bro? Use your credit card. There's no funds on it, bro. Why? Hey, Mohammed, what's up, man? Mohammed Drab. Why don't you do the full card predictions? They do good numbers in the MMA community. P.S. God bless you, brother. You're awesome. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you and your kind words. To be very honest, Mohammed, the truth is that has never interested me. And I try my best to be authentic. I try to do things and talk about things that I have a genuine interest in, so that it comes across like I'm having fun doing this. I actually have an interest in this. Like when I predict Volkanovski against Lopez or Gaethje against Pimble, it's like I'm actually invested in this and I got something to say about this. And I always felt like if I did those, I would literally just be pandering and catering and trying to get views because I don't care. It's hard enough to watch the prelims and then making predictions. I always felt like I'd be fake doing that or almost like disrespecting the viewers. Like, hey guys, I don't care about this at all, but I feel like you'll watch, so I'm going to do it. Which, maybe I shouldn't be stupid. If that's what's going to allow me to thrive, then I should do it. And then maybe that'll allow me to do the things that I really am interested in. I don't know. But you're right. They do well. So I probably should. Another thing is, I don't like to do anything halfway. So, bro, the amount of time it takes me to do my MMA long division when I'm watching all the fights of the two dudes I'm doing predictions on, and I want to know every nook and cranny of their offense and defense and their routines and their habits and their weaknesses and all that kind of stuff, the stuff they fall back on when they're tired. But, bro, I'd have to watch like I don't even know how many hundreds of fights to be able to predict. Because other than that, I'm just talking out of my dickies, bro. And I don't want to be like, that guy has a funny haircut, so I think he's going to win. And that guy, he looks like he has wider shoulders. He's probably going to come in heavier. I think he's going to win. And like, I don't want to do that, man. And I don't like being wrong. Like if I'm wrong just because I guessed and I didn't care and I threw out a prediction, that's going to be hard to live with. If I did my homework and everything said that it should have went one way and there should have been an outcome and it didn't happen that way, hey, I did my homework. I did my due diligence. Everything made sense. Anything could happen, though. It's the fight game. Bruce Buffer could get in there and throw elbows, So it's like I could live with that. But if I don't do my homework and then I just throw out a guess and I'm wrong, it's like, I should have took more time. So it's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one. Conor McGregor testing eye pokes on the dummy. For real. Is it raining over there too? ARJR, thank you, bro.
We are family. I got all my homies with me.
Thank you. Come on the train. And
We
ride it.
are family.
Come on the train. It's the Dono train.
I got all my
Marloca
homies
throwing
with
down
me.
another one. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for bringing more people into this community. I was telling my buddies you don't see bloodied up canvases anymore like back then. The main event would always be a bloodied up canvas with a collection of, for real, bro. Starting to make me, were they faking it or what? Were they doing like the wrestlers where they had the razor blade and now that they're on Paramount, they're like, we can't get down like that anymore. CBS don't like it. I don't know, man. Michael Jordan was playing touch butt? No. Somebody sent me a video that was called Micro Jordan. Have you guys seen that? What is Michael Jordan out there doing? Michael Jordan, what's he out there doing? Oh no, 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 no. This is making me feel very weird inside. Oh no. Oh no. No. It's AI. It has to be AI. It's AI. I'm truly at a loss for words at this point, deleting all social media apps and throwing my TV away. Brain can't possibly download or process anything weird, anything else weird or messed up. I have to sell all my sports cards of Mike quick. The prices for Jordan's about to drop 70%. Hey, I should go get some Jordans now and resell them. Bro misunderstood behind the back and between the legs. Oh no, why not his shoulder, Mike, or his elbow? Maybe his hair, not the butt, dude. Oh no. No. Michael Jordanstein. Why is this the happiest I've ever seen MJ act? For real, you know what? What has always bothered me about Michael Jordan? He's always seemed like a little bit of a curmudgeon. And I've heard stories about him denying autographs and this and that and photos. And he always looks like he has a little bit of an attitude. But wait a minute. Even the dude right there drinking, he's kind of nodding his head along with what Jordan is doing. It's like, what's happening there? And the dude next, like nobody, there has to be something going on here. Because, look, you can see the bottom of the kid's shirt is, like, perspired. It's right? It looked like the whole back of his shirt looks wet. So was Jordan trying to squeeze? Why am I trying to make this better? It looks like almost like he's trying to squeeze out water or something. Oh man, this makes me sick, dude. But there's people everywhere. There's people everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. There's no way that there has to be an explanation. There has to be an explanation. Coach JB breaks down truth about Michael Jordan's interaction with Tyler Reddick's son. Who's Tyler Reddick? That was someone famous's son? I'm 50-50. I've had relatives or adults touch me like this. Older women and older men touch me like this, but nothing happened to me because they were my parents' friends and my parents were there. Not really a big deal. I was ticklish, so I'd usually just freak out and they would just laugh and stop. Totally a harmless thing, just messing around with the kid. I don't know about that. I don't think they meant anything by it. That's exactly, bro, this is why they kept touching you so much, because you didn't. I don't think they mean anything by it. That's exactly what this reminded me of. I still think it's weird, but I think it's even more weird to hold everybody to this imaginary perfect standard. Are you kidding me, bro? Is this Jordan's burner? As long as nobody's actually blank assaulting anybody, you're actually doing anything, then what's the big deal? Okay, you're crazy, bro. It's the driver's son. They had just won the Daytona 500. Jordan is very close with the family. Oh, okay. Including the son. Oh, okay. Apparently the kid has ice. So I told you, there is something obviously on his back. Apparently the kid has ice from the Gatorade bath in his clothing, and Jordan was helping him. Pretty simple. I don't think a person who has no history of being a child bro, people don't have a history until they have one, is going to suddenly assault a child on TV when thousands of cameras are on him. Yeah, this is not the one to stand on. Nah, it's fine to defend him. The context makes sense, but they're so aggressively defending it that it makes it look worse. Until I heard the ice story, I was like, WTF. So, okay, people are saying that he had a bunch of ice in his shirt that Jordan was trying to, like, knock out, like, grabbing at the shirt, trying to get the ice out, like, trying to get it to fall. But, man, it looks like he's just pinching his butt, dude. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to watch that after this. That's disturbing, man. That's like, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to put it this way. I so badly don't want it to be true that I'm not going to be one of those. I saw the video and it looks a certain way. Kill him. I'm not going to do that because it could easily be not what we, but also don't put anyone on a pedestal and act like they're perfect if they are being a cochino. So it's, bro. Ugh. That's super weird, man. What's up, Drew? Thank you, bro. Thank you for supporting, man. Thank you. Look at that. That Lil Fox always reminds me of Shredder. Of the Shredder. Thank you, bro. That big old gold. I'm going to take that as a number one. I think it's kind of weird with that big old gold trophy right there. They couldn't have thought to inscribe a 1 on it, but I'm gonna assume over here. I'm going to be assumptuous. Thank you, What's Up, Drew. I appreciate you. Oh, Angel Padilla.
We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me.
I was hoping the syllables would work out, but it's all right. Thank you, bro. Thank you for bringing DW3 DW. Thank you for bringing DW3Z1 into the membership. Thank you, Angel Padilla. ARJR doing it.
We
doing
are
it.
Family. Cause I got all my homies with me.
ARJR is that one dude. Who's that one dude that Charles Sonnen always talks about? That he robbed somebody and jumped out of a plane. Who was it? You guys know what I'm talking about? What story was that? Some dude that committed some kind of heist and they never found him. Is ARJR. Marloca.
We are family.
Come on the train and ride it.
Cause I got all my homies
It's the
with
Dono
me.
train. Thank you, Marloca. Thank you. Yeah, Max. I mean, that's next level. That's very different. That's very different. Hey, what's up, Drew? Thank you for doing it. It continues, bro. It continues. Thank you.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
I do not take your generosity for granted. That's crazy, man. Marloca at it again. Look at that. I don't think she's driving anymore. I think she's parked.
I got all my homies with me.
I think she's parked. Maybe at a Burger King. Maybe at a Burger King. Thank you, Marloca. Angel Padilla says, I had a friend who caddied for him, and he said, you should be happy you're my caddy. And no tip. You should be happy you're my caddy? You know what? I'll say this. I've never hated Michael Jordan. I've never been against him. But I always, like, I could have, but I don't know why. I just didn't. I just wasn't into it at the time. I could have, but I didn't follow Jordan during, when he was doing his thing. It just didn't pique my interest at the time. I was playing with toys and stuff. I was watching WWF instead. And I was definitely from the era where I was like, Kobe's the GOAT. Kobe will take Jordan one-on-one. Kobe took the foundations of Jordan's game. Kobe's better at. So I don't even feel bad. Kobe's still my guy. I ain't even tripping. Because Kobe, and Kobe had a little bit of that reputation as well, where he was like mean to his teammates and he was kind of a lone wolf. But it was because he was a killer, man. He wanted to focus on his game and do his thing and not be caught up in all the shenanigans that the other dudes were doing. Wanted to be first in the gym, last out, all this kind of stuff. But he seemed like a nicer dude to like the public, though. Jordan he always seemed like a little bit of a jerk, and it was always disappointing. There's a lot of stories about Jordan like that, where he was a diva, man. But at the same time, I still don't want to see him doing that. It's not like I hated him, but man. Ugh. Mike Alfieri.
We are family. Cause
Mike
I got all my
Alfieri with the
homies with
vengeance.
me.
Mike Alfieri.
We are family.
Mike Alfieri, when he walks in, it's like he
homies
brings
with
his own
me.
little bow and puts it on the door.
We
You know when someone
are
opens the door to like a
family.
Chinese restaurant and everybody turns around
'Cause I
because
got
they
all my
get.
homies
Mike
with
Alfieri
me.
brings the bow with them. He says,
We
I
are
have
family.
arrived.
Cause I got all my homies with me.
Thank you, Michael Fury,
We
for
are
showing love and
family.
support to the channel. Thank you, bro,
'Cause
for
I
bringing
got
all
all
these
my
people in like a
homies
big
with
old
me.
wave. You could surf on that wave, bro. Thank you, Heartless Steve. Hype, 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 hype. Thank you, Heartless Steve. Heartless Steve out here trying to soothe hearts and minds after the Jordan debacle. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Who knew that's what they were talking about when they were talking about Jordan's ball handling? It's crazy, man. It's insane. That's the last thing to go, bro. That's the last thing to go. He might not be jumping from the free throw line anymore, but he's still got them ball handling skills.
Stop the fight!
No, you're good, man. You didn't derail anything. Mexican, the vegan skeptic. Mexican martial arts, the very best UFC. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I'm not trying to turn something positive negative, but hey, just out of curiosity, please, anybody and everybody answer this. Sincerely, who else would you consider to be a UFC comedy channel? Am I the only one? Do I win? Am I the best one by default? Is there anybody else? But thank you, Vegan Skeptic. Thank you, bro. I was gone for a few and come back to chat about Jordan is this. That Jordan that y'all had me scratching my beanie for. Oh yeah, dude. Have you seen it, Jordan? Have you seen the footage of him grabbing that? Man. Jordan was out there ball handling at NASCAR. It's crazy, bro. Jordan's out there looking like a Harlem Globetrotter at the NASCAR event. You gotta lay your eyes on it, dude. Been watching you for a long time and so grateful of your high IQ takes and comedy. So glad you decided to go through with your dream job, man, because you're creating some great magic out here. Thank you. I'm glad you feel that way, bro, because sometimes I feel like I'm not cutting it, dude. I mean, if I'm not doing something with Flaco, or if I'm not making like a real solid video with a bunch of edits and punchlines, I feel like I'm just making some doo-doo, you know, some doo-doo plessy. It makes me feel kind of bad, but to have you saying that right now, currently, it really does make me feel good. Thank you, bro. Same here, Yefika. I thought it was going to be a little bit shorter. After this, I'm going to go straight into the garage, and I'm going to run for like an hour or two. I'm determined. I make videos for local companies sometimes. I record in these videos. I write scripts and I act in these videos and do promotional marketing stuff. And I saw some footage of myself the other day. I saw some footage of myself and I declared, you know, I'm going to lose like 40 pounds. I'm going to lose like 40 pounds. And I need to come to terms with the fact that maybe I won't be as strong anymore, which devastates me. I like being strong, but I'd rather be trim. I'd rather look like Bruce Lee than Bolo Young. And I'm looking more like Bolo these days. And I'm gonna go run. I'm gonna go run after this. I'm gonna put on a podcast or a movie or something, and I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna put some trash bags on. Angel, I'm so glad you're here, bro.
Whose hot dog is this?
Dang, you beat me to it, bro. We need to send Angel Padilla a stream deck. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. All right. You guys want to see how this works? I'm going to clip this later. I'm going to make this a short. You guys want to see how this works? It's so smooth. Look. Dang. I didn't think we were going to. I didn't wake up. This is what I do when I edit videos. When I shoot them. I didn't think I was going to wake up and see this today. Michael Jordan, retired, GOAT. No, how do I? It doesn't feel as organic anymore. Hold up. I could tell you, I didn't expect to see this today. Retired GOAT. I could tell you, I didn't expect to see this today. Retired GOAT, Michael Jordan. Still, I saw it skip. Hold up. This is the first time I've ever shown you guys stuff like this, huh? I could tell you, I didn't wake up expecting to see this today. I thought Michael Jordan was retired. We just got past All-Star Weekend, and now I see him out here showing his ball handling skills at a NASCAR event. He's out here looking like a Harlem Globetrotter.
Whose hot dog is this?
Let's see. I tell you, I didn't wait. I'll tell you, I didn't wake up expecting to see this today. We just got past All-Star Weekend, and now Michael Jordan's at a NASCAR event showing off his ball handling skills. He's out here looking like a Harlem Globetrotter.
Whose hot dog is this?
Watch, you're going to see that clip later, and people are going to be like, dang, it just came off the beanie in the stream. Oh, my gosh. Dang it, that was so good, Angel. That was so good, bro. ARJR. Hey, that's Bolo's headband, too. Marloca, look at that. That fox. I love it. What the fox say? This fox is just making appearance after appearance. He's prophylactic in this chat. I love to see that Fox. You know, at first I had mixed feelings about him. He came off as very threatening to me, but lately he's a sign of support in the chat, and I love seeing him. Thank you, Maraloca. Thank you, Leather Cheerio. Jessica doesn't know of any other ones. I don't either, dude. I mean, based on MMA, based on MMA Guru's hilarious impersonations, that's a heavy competition on that sense. I see. Thank you for clarifying, bro. Thank you for clarifying. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Jordan. Oh. Jordan. Stop the fight! Why do all my donos end in 99 cents and everyone else's ends in 0? I don't know. I mean, I think you could leave them by default. Doesn't it do that, everybody? Don't they default to like $4.99, $9.99 or whatever? And I think you have to specifically change it in there. I think, if I remember correctly. Oh, Angel, I was going to ask you something. As far as I've been reading, there's like 3 different things you could train for. You could train for strength, you could train for hypertrophy, and you could train for, because you know you get that trophy, bro. You train for that trophy. So it's strength, hypertrophy, or stamina. I tend to do a lot of, I mean, back in the day when I was like shredded, bro, I would do like stupid amounts of reps. I would train like for stamina mostly, and you'd get more cut and stuff like that. But lately, since I like to eat, I was like, I'll just get strong, and I've been training for strength. So I'll lift like as heavy as I can, maybe like 6 reps at a time, maybe 4 or 5 sets, 6 reps. But Angel, let's say I want to lose like 40 pounds, bro. Is it better for me to do like 4 sets of low reps with like several hundred pounds, deadlifting and squatting and benching and stuff, like benching, all that, or keep it light and do like 30 reps if I just want to sweat and lose a bunch of lose some poundage? Because the tricky thing is, I've read when you lift heavy, lower reps, you're going to build muscle more, and then you'll be burning later. So it's like, you don't have to sweat then and there. You're going to burn later, so it's cool. But I want to just sweat it off, bro. I just want to get rid of it. I don't want to have to burn it slowly over time while I'm watching TV. I want it gone. Like, imagine I have a fight this next weekend, and I need to cut weight. I need to lose 40 pounds. Like, do I want to do a bunch of reps with light weights or heavy weights? How do I just shed, bro? It's shedding season. You won't lose much strength, GM. I dropped 50 pounds and still make gains fine. Oh, heck yeah, bro. Oh, that's inspiration to me, dude. Heck yeah. I thought I was crazy saying 40, so that makes me feel really good, bro. Nah, the real magic comes along in live stream work, man. And that recent podcast was great too. Excited to see your future, man. It's no coincidence that you're great at this and decided to. Thank you, man. Thank you for watching that. And again, I really appreciate you guys watching the homie's channel. And he, I mean, it's a MMA. It's pretty darn MMA centered. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys continue to follow Miguel and Fighting for Your Life podcast. He's such a good dude. and I plan on doing, as many times as he would welcome me back. I'd look forward to it. He's a good dude. And if you guys haven't seen it, I hope you go check it out. I had a great time talking with him. Thank you for going over there. Real Bruce Wayne. Yeah, we've been streaming for a little bit over 2 hours, bro. Y Honda? Man, I could relate more to that, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. Bolo. Yeah. I like your take on that, bro. It's very honest. Plus those edited videos, etc. era is kind of over with channels less than 1 million subs. Basically, it's so understandable. So it's understandable to not self-sabotage like that. Yeah, I mean, if I had like millions of subscribers and they'll just, they're there, the algorithm's just gonna kick it out to them anytime I make anything, then they'll show up and watch the edits. But now they just get buried, bro. It hurts too much to make those if they're not getting seen. It hurts too much, man. ARJR. Watch Kung Fu Hustle during your run. I don't know if honestly, I told Marilena, shoot, I'm cutting into my running time right now. I told Marilena I'm done at 5. I'm done at 5 today because she wanted me to help her with some stuff. She wanted me to be done at 5. I told her, okay. So, but I wanted to watch. I was supposed to watch it with you guys, bro. I do like running out in the outdoors, like on a trail or something with like that. But when I'm in the garage on the treadmill, I feel like I gotta watch something, bro. I lose my mind. Dude. I'm tired of feeling, I feel just gross, man. I feel too heavy. I don't like it. In another life, I was so stupid physically fit, bro. So I feel disgusting right now. Maybe if I had never been in that kind of shape, I wouldn't know the difference. But I do not feel like myself right now. That interview in character was awesome. I almost didn't know who, bro. It was hard to stay in that character, dude. There was a couple times I almost slipped out of it. I appreciate that. Is wearing a beanie the key to success of being an MMA YouTuber? I wouldn't know because I'm not successful. The stand-up bit in the recent video needs to be a recurring bit, I firmly believe. Jeffrey James, that is my intention. I would like to do more of that. When I uploaded this most recent one where I was talking about what was I talking about? What the heck was that video about? Oh, about Pereira. I was annoyed with myself. The fact that I didn't the fact that I didn't do the stand-up bit, I was pretty frustrated with myself. I do want to do that more. 40 pounds gonna need a smaller beanie. For real, bro. I got to get back on Amazon. Well, thank you, Jane. You always be the number one Jane Caulfield. Just get the tea that makes you poop, that you can exercise however you want. What tea is that? Is it like what is it? Prune? It's like a prune tea. I train for strength and hypertrophy and dynamic. How can you train for all of them? Lose weight and do high sets with a low rep range. High sets. I mean, that's what I've been doing, but maybe it's because I don't stop eating. I would say lifting heavy is fine. How long after you work out do you eat? You could always email me. Oh, heck yeah, dude. I appreciate that. I miss doing high reps, though. Doing high reps is fun because I like working out. It's fun. Like, when it takes longer. Like, when I just do 6 reps, a few sets, it's like, that's it. I want to keep going. I want to sweat, man. Because, bro, I'll do what for some reason when I lift heavy and I do low reps, I don't even sweat. I have to exercise for a long, and I think I Tony Ferguson myself out Cause I'll go on like I'll run for like 3 hours on the treadmill. I'll watch like 3 movies on the treadmill. I'll hit the bag for like 2 hours. Like I'll do crazy cardio. So it takes a lot for me to break a sweat when I'm trying to work out. So I don't know if I messed up. I set the bar high on my body. So I'll lift heavy and I won't even sweat. Is that normal? I could email you. Usually, I believe most of the time I'm eating like right after I work out, because I'll intentionally not eat before I work out, because I've seen videos and heard things about it'll affect your body the best when you're just letting your body work with what's already there and not a bunch of food and stuff. You need to be at a certain heart rate to lose weight most effectively, but I think it takes a lot to get my heart rate up. But I'm never listening when my husband says what that science is. Marilena has been trying to get me to get one of those Aura rings. Because apparently, because of where she works at, you could get one basically like not even, like not that I wouldn't have to pay for it, but she gets some like this special, like, because it's considered like a health thing or like insurance thing, or I don't know how she described it, but she was telling me you should get one of those to track this and that. But I couldn't live with one of those things, man, especially like lifting weights and hitting the bag. Like I would break it. But I would like to be able to track some of that stuff. Exactly. If you lose your mind in the treadmill without earbuds, that means you're building mental strength. Ooh, you caught me, bro. You're telling me not to be an iPad kid. You caught me, bro. Dang it. Thank you, Austin Z. Jones. Thank you. I enjoyed doing it. I was a little nervous at first. I wasn't nervous during it, but I was nervous like before when it came up. I was like, oh, shoot. How am I going to do it? How should I act? I don't know how should I navigate this? But I'm so glad that it happened. If you could have any truck you want, which would you choose? Just curious. Oh, it would be like a 1970-something long bed, like Chevy, like an old truck that I could, like an old primer truck that I could fix up. A classic, bro. Now, if you're talking about like just a new truck, shoot, bro. I don't know, man. Trucks are ugly these days. I don't like the body styles. They're so ugly. Yeah, I don't know, dude. They're so ugly. I would get an old classic, bro. If you're trying to figure out what to get new, shoot, man. It's like I can't even pretend to make myself like this, man. I think maybe the least ugly ones maybe are the Rams. Maybe. I just don't like them. Dang. I don't know, man. Trucks used to be so much better looking back in the day. Oh, dang. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Joel, what's up, man? Yeah, we've been here over 2 hours, bro. I should have dipped like 10 minutes ago. I appreciate you, real Bruce Wayne. Wait, good friends with him? Wait a minute, what? ARJR. What happened with the emoji? Here's what I'm gonna do. When I go live tomorrow, I want somebody to call me on it. When I go live tomorrow, I want somebody. If you haven't seen me post them yet and they're not there, and I say, oh my gosh, I forgot. I want you guys all to vote me off the island. I want you to leave. I want you to say I'm leaving the stream. I will not stay here. I want you to tell me to leave, and I'll go make it before I have the nerve to come back and show my face again. I've been going through it. I was having a conversation with Marilena yesterday, and I told her I feel worse than when I did before we moved. I said, I thought things were supposed to feel different. I thought they were going to feel better. I said, I feel worse now. I've been going through it a little bit. I've been struggling. I've been having trouble sleeping. And then like today, when I went live today, I woke up like half an hour before that. I slept in till, I don't know. I don't even know what it was, 12 something, almost 1. I don't know. And then I just like put some chanclas on and came in here, and like I've been a mess. And I'm unorganized. I apologize. I keep apologizing for the same thing. Call me on it tomorrow. If I say, oh no, blah, 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 say I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I won't stand for this. No, I don't like those Austin Z Jones. I'm probably just the wrong person to ask, because I'm sure a lot of people like. See, like I like the square. Oh wait. Yeah, square. Like I like the old like 1998 Chevy Silverados. You know, the square bodies. That's what I like. Not yet, bro. Oh heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 96. Heck yeah. No license, no tags or registration. Bro, are you living in India? How you getting away like that? All right, this is getting out of hand right here. I can't even scroll. This is annoying. Sorry, the chat is totally freezing up on me. Yeah, they had more character, real Bruce Wayne. They just all look gross and the same now. Yeah, thank you guys for being so understanding. It's yeah. I need to figure out my life. I've been stressed out. Till ours come in. I want to thank you guys for being here. We cleared 2 hours. I'm going to try to get as much of a workout in as I can. Before my deadline with Marilena, because she wants me to help her with some stuff. Thank you for your support, for your contributions, for your jokes. Marloca. Okay, I'm going back on the freeway, so I will see you all beautiful people next time. I'll be in the chat lurking, all right? Primo, are you planning on having movie night tomorrow? Jesse Jr. is doing something tomorrow but I don't think that will affect the potential start time of the movie. I'm almost positive it will be tomorrow. Actually, I think I need to make it be tomorrow because there's something. Dang it, there's a couple things I need to do this week that I cannot put off. I'll confirm on the members tab. I'll post about it an hour or two before just to give everyone a heads up. But I'm almost positive tomorrow. Yes. Tomorrow's Under Siege. That's the end of the run. That's the last Steven Seagal. The first 5 right there. I don't know, ARJR. I don't know, man. I miss that dude. Oh shoot, yeah. We all know people going through that, bro. Arizona. It's basically the same thing. You're out there in like Breaking Bad territory, right? I think I locked myself out. Let me in. Oh no. Thank you, Austin Z. Jones. You stay safe out there, bro. Try to avoid the 5-0. Roma Rob Mark, I know it makes me seem like a dirty vato, and I don't enjoy talking about it because it looks bad. It's on Patreon, and it's not that I'm trying to exclude YouTube people. It's because YouTube will not stand for that. If I'm just playing a movie full blast, like full on start to finish, YouTube's like, They don't care if it's behind the paywall or not. That's my experience. So, that's why. It's not like I'm trying. I mean, in my eyes, people supporting on membership and Patreon are just as amazing, and I'm thankful for all of them. But like, bro, I already have so many problems with the algorithm. It freaks me out, man. But I'm not trying to be a punk. That's just why. People were asking for a movie night for a while, and one day I played around with it, and I was like, could I do it on Patreon? And it let me, and then we just kept it going. Hey, I hope that your dinner comes out beautifully, bro. All right. Oh, he's back in. All right, we could go now. I was worried about you, bro. All right, I'm going to dip out right now. I'm going to try to burn some poundage. And then I'm going to be back tomorrow with emojis in hand. I think I'm going to stream. I'm going to stream earlier tomorrow. I don't even think I'm going to try to make a video tomorrow. I don't feel like being stressed out and getting disappointed if it doesn't get clicks. At least when I do a stream, we have a party and it's cool. So I kind of just need to find a good rhythm and not be so stressed out for a couple days. But I hope I see you guys there. When you see the clip go out about Michael Jordan a little bit later, I hope that you're surprised and you like it and hype it and share it and comment and all that stuff. Thank you very much for being here. You guys stay safe out there. Have a good one. Oh, and by the way, thank you, you wonderful, loving people that blessed for Valentine's Day. It was great. And I watched that movie with Kevin James, Solo Mio, and I almost cried like 4 times. I'm going to be honest, but I held it together because I didn't want Marilena to think I was a punk. If you haven't seen Solo Mio, I'm telling you, it's like it reminded me of like a movie from like the 90s. It was like a real film again. It was a beautiful story. It was amazing. I felt like it was a real movie again, not just some stupid like agenda or CGI. It was unbelievable. It was one of the best movies I've watched in years. So thank you for those of you that made it possible and something that I could do without stressing out about. You guys have a good time. Go watch Solo Mio so we could talk about it later. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it.